Hey guys, it's Kip from Famous by Friday Pickleball. Got a brand new paddle to review, the new ProXR Protohype 2. This is the 2025 version. Excited to go out and hit this a little bit. This is ProXR's Gen 3 thermoformed entry into the market. 13 millimeter core, T700 carbon fiber face. Very excited to see how this plays. I've liked a lot of what ProXR has done in the past. They've really been kind of creative with even their grips along the way. And they've always kind of had a smaller face, longer grip. And I'm just excited to see what this paddle will do. On their website, it says that this paddle is for upper level players. And you can kind of see that because this paddle is 16.5 inches long, 7 3/8 inches wide. So the face is a little compact. 6-inch long grip with a 4 1/4 inch circumference. So the face is pretty compact, but with Gen 3, it should open that up a little bit and have a larger sweet spot. Very excited to get out the court and hit this. Hope you guys are going to be there too. We will try out the new ProXR Protohype 2. All right, guys, I'll be back. All right, guys, this is the ProXR Protohype. It's a 2025 version. The sound off of this, you'll hear instantly. It is very loud. Let me go after this. You hear that sound? That's just. I hope the microphone's picking that up in the wind. Go after that. Boy, it's straight on. I'm just trying to get it back there through that wind. Let me try one more. There we go. Really good accuracy with this paddle. I like this a lot. Kind of give a full review here at the end. But boy, the sound. You're gonna have to get past the sound. Let me turn this. The wind blew that out of my hand. All right, let me spin this. There we go. Not a tremendous amount of spin, but that had a nice hop at the end. Let me try one more. It's a good paddle. Yeah, there you go. That spun a lot. Very nice. All right, that was the ProXR Protohype. Hey guys, back. Just spent the last few weeks getting to know the brand new ProXR Protohype 2. This is the 2025 version. Very excited to get out and hit this and enjoyed it the entire time. I'm going to bounce through all the attributes and then just a couple of things that you kind of have to work around a little bit with this paddle. Let me start out with power, because I always start out with power. My average service numbers, as I've said before, probably 48 to 50 miles an hour. That's really good for me. This, and you would expect this from Gen 3 thermoform, the Protohype averaged in at 51.8 miles per hour. That is really, really good, and the ball just jumps off there. Once again, that's something we've come to kind of enjoy about the Gen 3 thermoform paddles, that the ball does jump off here, does very nice. The accuracy, control, and consistency is very good with this paddle as well. We think of, I always say, power and accuracy go hand in hand. If you have a lot of power, you're not going to have a lot of accuracy. This paddle had pretty good accuracy, pretty good control, pretty good consistency. It does all that very well. But all of this, all of what I've said so far, even going back to power, comes with a caveat, and I'll kind of get to that in just a moment. Let me bounce on to spin. Spin is really nice off this paddle. The face really grabs it well. You've got nice dwell time. You can spin this, top spin it, slice it, whatever you like to do. This paddle will do it, and you can expect really positive outcomes and nice performance. This does have really, really good spin. And I believe you can see that in the video too. The ball just hops off of here and really has nice spin. Feedback and feel, really pretty nice. It is a Gen 3 paddle, and it's 13 millimeters. So you expect it to be just a touch harsh. It's not really harsh. It's not perfectly smooth like butter, but the feedback and feel is pretty good. Good defense to offense. Anything you put this paddle in front of, it is going to go back. Once again, bounce back to the Gen 3 thermoform. The ball's going to jump off here because it trampolines a little bit. It definitely does that with the Protohype. It does get the ball back. So good defense to offense, really quick at the net. Even though this paddle is 8.4 ounces, it doesn't feel heavy in your hand. You don't notice it right out. In fact, I was shocked. I weighed it multiple times. It really doesn't feel like that. It's very evenly balanced, so it's very quick at the net. You can maneuver this paddle very easily, get to the ball, and the ball just shoots off of here, which you really like. So you don't have to really jump on anything. Just block it back, and the ball will go. I like this paddle a lot, but now I'm going to discuss the two things that this paddle does, or has just kind of built in, that you're going to notice right away if you get your hands on a ProXR Protohype 2. You have to hit this paddle dead red. You wander out of this sweet spot, the performance goes directly downhill. Now, to be fair, the ProXR site, if you go to the website, this says upper level paddle, even almost pro level paddle. And so they really point that out in their advertising right away, that you better have game to do this. The face, I think I said in the opener, with a 6-inch handle and a 7 3/8 wide paddle, that the surface is going to be kind of small-ish, but then you kind of shrink that down to where you have to hit the ball. You really have to hit it there, or the performance really drops off. But and then once I said, going back to power and consistency and accuracy and all those things, the spin, if you hit this paddle dead red, you are rewarded. You hit that ball right there, you are gonna just, it's its happy place. It's your happy place. You're gonna have everything you want. Power, control, consistency, spin, everything comes off of that spot. Feel all of it. The other thing you're gonna notice just immediately, and all Gen 3 thermoform paddles have this kind of a hollow sound. We've all heard it. We all know what it is. Kind of sounds hollow. The ProXR Protohype 2. You're going to hear this thing. It's really not borderline obnoxious. It is obnoxious. It really is loud. Outdoors, I mean, it's loud. You put this thing inside and you can hear it quarts away. It does make a lot of noise. Once again, if you have the performance and have the game, is that going to bother you? No, that's not going to bother you at all. In fact, if it's a touch, troublesome to the other team, who cares? Who cares? If you got the game to play with this paddle, the sound doesn't bother you. This does a lot of cool things. I like this paddle a lot. I got to play with it quite a little bit and spend a lot of time with it, as I do all the paddles. And the more I did, the more I appreciated it and the more I had fun with it. But it demands you have a little game. You can't just wander around the space. You've got to stay in one spot. My forehand's a little looser than the backhand. My backhand is tight. Even back to tennis days, it always was. So as long as I stayed tight and hit backhands, I really was rewarded and had a lot of fun with this paddle. I'm anxious to hear if you guys have tried this. It's a touch rare out there. ProXR is kind of it's almost not really the beta version, but it kind of is. They're kind of pushing this out, letting people try it. And I suspect they're going to try something different in the future. This was kind of a limited run, so I think they're getting a little feedback and trying to see what they want to do next, which is cool. I like that companies are doing that. You think of, Selkirk's always done that. Body Helix is doing that with their flick paddles. I like companies that are doing that and kind of letting them go down the path of, hey, what works, what doesn't work, and then come back with something even cooler. This paddle does it. If you're in the right hands, this is a lot of fun to hit. I think a couple of pros are using it right now, and once again, ProXR kind of warns you about that right off. You better have a little bit of game, but if you do, this is a lot of fun to hit. So really anxious to hear if you guys have tried this, if you hit with us, what you think about it, if it made it in your bag. It's a fascinating little paddle, and ProXR's done a really cool job. All right, guys, as always, hit like, hit subscribe, leave me a comment. I'm going to come back with a whole bunch of new content soon. I got a whole bunch of paddles in, working through those a little bit. I'm going to get those out really quick, and spring is finally here. So, all right, guys, get out and play the game we love, and I'll be back. It's got game, it's just so obnoxious. I don't think I can live with it.
Yeah, it's
so loud.
Yeah, I wanted to give it more of a try, but I couldn't get past the sound.
I just so.
I gotta keep whatever hearing I have.